Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be sharing my secret to playing the bump and run and highlighting how I work out the landing zones and the running distances that the ball will travel once it hits the green. So let's get started maxing up your game. Okay, so we've all been there, haven't we? You're standing over a chip on the 18th and all you need is an up and down after playing really well to break your previous best score. And because of all that pressure that you put yourself under, you duff it. Now, knowing what type of shot to play here will really help you next time you're in this situation. And the first thing to check is the lie itself. Now let's say you found an awful lie in thick long rough right around the edge of the green. You're thinking you could easily blade this through the green or even chunk it. Now, the way to play out of iffy lies like this is to relieve the leading edge of the club. And you achieve this by gripping down at the bottom of the grip, stand closer to the ball, and keep the club more upright and vertical during the swing. The less of the leading edge touching the ground, the less likely it is for the club to dig into the ground and cause those dreaded duff shots. You should always try to avoid your wrists from cocking the swing and repeat an action that's similar to Jason Day's, where he keeps his wrists very stiff, as this motion is so much easier to repeat and will definitely improve your consistency. So now I'm going to share with you lot my secret to playing the bump and run. Now this method is really simple, and you start off by taking a less lofted clubs than your wedge. So here I have a 9-iron. Now when preparing for any of these shots, I always come to the side of the shot and begin to visually break the length of the shot into different kinds of fractions. Now with the 9-iron, I'll break it down into thirds, because I know that if I chip the ball a third of the way to the hole, the ball will then release and run the rest of the 2/3 to the cup. If I have a slight up or downhill gradient, I'll also allow for that chip, so either I'll hit it a little bit further or a little bit closer to the landing zone. So for my 8-iron, it's the exact same concept. However, instead of chipping it a third of the way up the green, I'll choose to land it 1/4 of the way up the green, and due to being less loft on that club and therefore less spin imparted onto the ball, it will roll out the rest of the 3/4 of the way to the hole. And you can continue to apply this simple method to all the clubs in your bag. So the 7-iron for me, when there's plenty of green to work with, will run 4/5 of the way to the hole if I decide to chip it 1/5 of the way up the green. And it just really helps me quickly assess and use reference points when under pressure, and hopefully it will help improve your consistency too. Now these are my own distances, and over the years I've had to work these out with my set of clubs, and these could differ to yours slightly. So where I have to chip my 9-iron 1/3 of the way to the hole, you might have to chip it 1/4 or 1/2. But that's the fun part. You need to go out there, work it out yourselves, but use mine as a starting point. So you'll hear me say this time and time again, but your short game is the most important part of the game. So get yourselves out there and practice this shot. It will help you so much in the long run. As always, thanks so much for watching. I hope this video has been useful to you, and if so, then please hit that like button. If you want to see more from myself, then please subscribe to Garside's Golfing Guide and hit the notification bell so you're notified when new content arrives to the channel. Always look to max up your game, and I'll see you next video.